What's up, YouTube? G here, and I'm just doing a boot camp video for boot camp in 2013. I know, like most time, year to year, things change in boot camp, so I'm here to tell you guys what happens in boot camp if you are going in 2013. I went to boot camp January 3rd, 2013, and I graduated March 1st. I was the first division of the year, Division 101. We were a Hall of Fame division, and we won Captain's Cup also. So we were the most decorated in our battle group. So that was pretty cool. But I'm here to tell you some tricks, tips, and what to bring and what to expect in boot camp. First and foremost, don't believe anything your recruiter says. Obviously, you guys should already know that. But as far as bringing stuff to boot camp, really don't bring as least as you can. I know if some of you guys stay in a hotel the night before you leave, obviously bring a change of clothes. But within the first hour being at boot camp, everything that's on you that you brought gets sent home. So try to bring as least as you possibly can, because you have to pay for that shipping. Or you can volunteer to donate it to like the local Salvation Army. So you can do one of those two things. But yeah, you get to boot camp. Well, first you fly into O'Hara, and they line you up in a big circle, and if you have any tobacco products, things like that, you have to throw it out. You'll sit there. I sat there for like 3 or 4 hours at O'Hara, and then I got there around 7, and then the bus came to bring us to boot camp around 11 p.m. It's like a 45-minute drive from the airport to boot camp itself, Naval Stations, Great Lakes. Then you get there, they get in the bus, start yelling at you instantly, tell you to get off. You go into the processing building, and you line up. First thing I did was we went in there, and we made our first phone call. Say, hey family, we got here safe, blah blah. We'll give you we'll call you again in like 2 to 3 weeks when they give you your second phone call. Then they line us up in this room with a bunch of like student desks, and we fit our shoes, found out our shoe size, and then we did some sitting around. It's a lot of it's just waiting. You just sit there and wait. It's kind of annoying, but you just sit there and wait. You do your first urine test, and you do your shoe test. Your shoe sizing, and then they take you out of that room with all the desks, and they put you in it's like a warehouse type looking room, and that's where you get your first issues. You get your PT gear, get two pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of 2 t-shirts. You get your sweatsuit, your gym shoes. You get like your shaving cream, toothpaste, all that kind of stuff. Ski mask, backpack, canteen, your scarf and stuff if you go during the winter time, where it's really freaking cold. That's when I went. It was right in the dead of winter. So you get all the essential stuff you need. You don't get any kind of uniforms that first night. You don't get like your boots, your camouflage, obviously. You don't get anything like that first night. And then you get your training guide. You carry this everywhere with you the entire time you're in boot camp. This is always on you if you leave your compartment. It's what all your tests are based out of. This book's broken down into 3 tests. So anytime you're standing around or something, you're studying. If you're in the galley and you're finished, you're studying. Our RDCs were nice enough, and they actually gave us our schedule. That's my schedule for the whole boot camp. So I'm just gonna kind of go through it and give you guys some of the things that we did. Let's see. The first big thing you do, I did it about 3 weeks after I got there, was your uniform issue. When you got these, you got your boots, and you get fitted for all your dress uniforms. You don't get those until like week 5. So you do all that, and then you have your inspection. You'll practice personal inspections pretty much every day in boot camp. There's you have to make sure all your buttons are buttoned, things like that. Your gig line on your belt, You'll have to stencil everything. They give you like this little stamper, and you have to stencil all your clothing. Because obviously, when you do laundry, everyone throws all their stuff in one bag, and then they go do laundry, and then you have to pass it out. So you have to have everyone's name on it. You PT about 5 or 6 times a week for an hour a day at Freedom Hall, which is like the big gymnasium you march to from your ship, which is the building that you stay in. You call it, it's like your ship. You march there to Freedom Hall, and that's where you PT about an hour a day for like 5 or 6 days a week. Most of the time, Sunday you don't PT at all. IT is the stuff where if you get in trouble, things like that. That's like the push-ups and the flutter kicks, all the stuff that you see on TV. That's called IT. They can do that too at any time they want, pretty much, which will happen a lot. You do your you go get all your shots. That's an all-day process. Like, I think the first time I went and got shots, I got 7 shots in one day. You get your peanut butter shot that everyone talks about, and if you go during the winter, like I did again, you have to get your peanut butter shot twice, 2 different times. If you go during the summer and stuff, you only get it once, so you guys are lucky if you're going sometime soon. Because it hurts for like 3 or 4 days. Then you go into Hell Week, which is where you do your marksmanship. You can earn your ribbon. You also do like firefighter trainer, which is fun. A lot of it's like in firefighter trainer, you wear the Scott pack, but you don't actually get to go on air. Like, you don't get to use the tank. It's just you're wearing it, so you kind of knows what it feels like. That was something I was kind of upset about. But I mean, it was still cool to learn the techniques and things like that. And then you can also get jobs in boot camp. You have your RPOC, which is the assistant recruit, division commander. Your AROC, who's the one that sings the cadences while you guys march. You have your yeoman, which is pretty much the secretary of your division. He'll handle all the dental appointments, medical appointments, things like that. You guys pretty much run the division yourselves, and your RDCs are there to oversee it. I mean, it was fun overall. I honestly, like I always say to my wife, if we were able to have our cell phones, I would go back to boot camp just because it's fun. Like after taps, which is after lights out 10 o'clock, your RDCs actually go home, so you have the compartment to yourself. So I mean, that's when all the fun happens. We have you'll figure out when you get there. You guys will hear stories and stuff, and then you'll figure out ways to have fun. But we had a lot of fun after taps. That's when all the good times happen. And as you go on in boot camp, boot camp 7 weeks long, around week 5, 6, your RDC's kind of starting to light up on you. I mean, they don't let you fuck off, but they become more of your friend than your RDC. Because by then you guys are literally just running yourselves. You guys know what you have to do. You guys know when you have to go down to chow. You guys know what the process is. So they just sit back in their office and just let you guys run the show pretty much. But if you start acting up and fucking off, then obviously they'll kick back into RDC mode and drill you guys. Another cool thing, if you guys are short, everything you do in boot camps, you get up in a height line. Normally, the first 10 guys, you guys will be the sticks. So you guys will be the ones that carry the flags while you march. The 2 smallest guys is the guidon, who holds the flag with your division number. And then you have the PFC, which holds the ship flag that you guys stay in. I was the PFC, and you'll most likely bunk with the guidon, so you guys get to become really close. I still stay in contact with the kid that was my guidon, and I graduated almost 3 months ago. So that's an easy way to make friends. Is if you get into a job, it kind of puts you into a little clique within your division, so it's easier to get close. And I had a lot of fun being the stick. You get challenge coins and stuff from your RDCs when you graduate, so it's pretty cool. So I definitely recommend being a stick. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's pretty much I really feel like I told you guys nothing in this video. Boot camp is what you make of it. It's don't go there thinking one thing, because it might not be that to you. I mean, it's like I said, I love boot camp. Boot camp was fun. It was more mental than physical for me. Because if you guys, any of you are married that are watching this, it was kind of hard first few weeks being away from my wife. But once you get used to it and you get in the groove, you kind of get in the mindset of a military person. And it starts getting a little bit easier. But when you get the phone calls home and then like you hear their voice, that kind of sucks again. So it kind of makes you go back to the emotional wreck you were the first few weeks of boot camp. But it gets a lot easier. Um, but it's not that. I say it's not that hard. It is hard, but it's what you make of it. If you go there with a negative attitude, it's gonna suck. If you go there with positive and try to find the fun in things, then it's gonna be a lot easier for you. A lot easier for you. And don't listen to stories that people tell you, because it's literally what you make of boot camp is how your perception of it's gonna be. So don't, like I said, don't go there thinking one thing, because it might be totally different than what you think. But all in all, boot camp was fun, and you have to go there with that attitude, and you'll be all right. It's not that bad. Like, it's really hard to fail at a boot camp if that's what you're worried about. I'm trying to think of some of the other important things that we did. You'll take three PRTs. That's like the fitness test. You'll take one right in the very beginning, one in the middle, and the one at the end is the one that counts. You'll be in shape by then, so you would have no problem. Like, no one in my division failed the last PRT. That's the one that counts. That's really it. I mean, you're never not doing nothing in boot camp. You have your plan of the day, and you just go off that every day, and you're always doing something. The only time you get to relax is after taps, and that's when you have to iron your clothes. You have to stay on watch in boot camp 24 hours a day. There's 2-hour watches, so you'll probably have watch at least like 2 or 3 times a week. But other than that, it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it too. Just go in with a positive attitude. That's the best thing. Go in with a positive attitude, and you'll be alright, because it's really not that hard. Any other questions, please comment, like, subscribe, email me, whatever you gotta do. If you have any questions, I'm more than willing to help. But good luck in depth, and good luck in boot camp. If you guys don't contact me, good luck in boot camp. Alright, guys.